Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video we're going to be touching on another piece of Fallout 76 lore, this being the Monorail railway system. I'm not even going to ask you guys if you know what this is or not, because if you play this game, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, that being the giant fucking white towers that run through the Cranberry Bog, Savage Divide, and Ash Heap region. Where I'm standing right now, which is actually at the Monorail elevator, you are able to see over on the far left and far right, there are monorail elevator kind of continuations behind me. So the way that this works, I guess I should probably get the layout of this out first before I get into it, is imagine a railway but above ground. It's almost like a suspended train. How this works is you almost have tracks up in the sky, suspended on exactly what I am standing on and what you see behind you. And basically what it would do is it's almost like if you were to take a railway and flip it upside down, so the rail is on top, and it's kind of similar to how like bumper cars work. The train is moving along the top rail as opposed to being connected on the bottom, and this was a way that people transported out here in Appalachia. I wanted to do a video about this because these are literally colossus of the wasteland. These structures, most of them are abandoned, most of them are kind of broken down right now, but you can honestly still see a lot of them that are still in place. Alright, today's video is going to be a little casual. I did do some research for this, but obviously there was a lot of information on the wiki, so what I'm going to do is just read parts of that off in an interesting and abbreviated way. So, let me first get this out of the way. I'm just going to talk about the background of what this is. I went into it a little bit, but this is just going to be the purpose of what the monorail elevator is going to be. Advertised as the futuristic Watoga monorail, the regional system was used to entice potential residents with promises of a new convenient transportation option. Touted as the fastest mass transit system in Appalachia, the monorail was described as providing citizens the flexibility to live in Watoga while commuting elsewhere, giving the citizens an alternative to other methods of transportation. Customers were guaranteed to reach any station within 15 minutes or receive a refund in the form of a non-transferable token for future travel. So that is the purpose of the monorail elevator or whatever system. It was basically just a way to get people from town to town, Watoga to somewhere else, in the fastest possible way. So if I spin around here, you will be able to see that I'm actually standing just over Watoga here. It might be a little bit difficult to see, but down here in the bottom left-hand portion of the screen, you should be able to see almost like the top of a C-shaped of the monorail kind of curving. Looking down here, you can see I will follow it, so it goes all the way up there, and then it curves right all the way there into Watoga. So, I could be talking about this a little bit later, but let me get this out of the way. I'm going to open up the map here, get out of photo mode, and let me show you where this transit system runs. So, starting over here, which is actually probably going to be the end of the line, this is the RobCo Research Center. I will talk a little bit more about the importance of that in just a second, but this runs all the way from RobCo down into the Cranberry Bog, through Watoga, just around Appalachian Antiques and Fort Defiance, all the way here to the monorail elevator. This is probably going to be the middle place, because the monorail is actually operated and commissioned out of Watoga. So although this is a location in and of itself, it's a big location. This actually isn't not like the command center of the monorail elevator. This is more or less a lock, if you will. If you guys know what a lock is, like regarding the Erie Canal, it's almost a way to bring a ship or a bus or train, whatever, from a higher point to a lower point, or a lower point to a higher point, just to make sure that you're not like getting in the way of other ships, other whatever, and you can move more efficiently. All right, so after the monorail elevator, this curves west over around Foundation. We're actually going to be going over here to view what the monorail elevator looks like over here, and then this comes into the ash heap, ending at the Garrahan mining headquarters. So what we're going to do right now is just stop at each of these different points on the way. We're already here at the monorail elevator, so what I'm going to do is just give you a a little rundown of what this place is. So I'm on the very, very, very top. We'll be careful not to fall off. You spawn in way down there, and then you got to kind of run over here. Oh, it looks like a bomb hit down there, or something like that. Oh well. Then you take the elevator all the way here to the top, and it is since defunct. You're kind of making your way through here. But a little side note: this is a very, very good location for concrete. And if you're kind of bored, maybe you're looking to do some parkour, something like that. This is also a very good place for that because you can come here, kind of tightrope walk all around the monorail elevator. But yeah, coming out to this other side, like I showed you earlier. The railway kind of oh my fucking god. I was gonna do that at the end of the video as kind of like a funny thing to jump off this, but there we go. Now we got it out of the way. So there's me plummeting to my death. All right, so yeah, that's the monorail elevator. Where we're gonna go next is the RobCo Research Center. We're gonna try to avoid enemies the best we can on this little excursion, because all I'm gonna be doing is just showing you where or what it looks like on all these different locations. All right, so we are here at the RobCo Research Facility, and let's see where the monorail elevator ends. It looks like it ends over here, actually. There probably will be an iBot or something like that over here, but that'll be okay. What weapon do I have? I don't even know if I have the right class on right now, but we should be okay. All right, so yeah, this is actually I have been here before. This is going to be the RobCo Research Facility terminal for the monorail elevator. So obviously you would be on your train, whatever, and then it would pull up here to the station. You get off and you go to work. You go on a tour of the facility with your family, whatever you plan on doing. So, oh. What is this down here? Scorched mirelurk crab just down here. Oh my gosh, this lady hanging on for dear life out here. So yeah, you can see just kind of out this window. I wish I could slide out here, but you can see how this kind of wraps around, and this is probably going to lead back to Watoga. All right, so this is the train system here. I'm not entirely sure if there will be a similar terminal like this over at the Garrahan mining headquarters, but this is the best we're going to get. So it looks like this was either the stairs or the elevator for maybe handicapped people, something like that. Told you there was going to be an iBot here. But this is interesting. So this is the first actual station we have seen from the monorail. All right. So with that done, let's pop in here to Watoga, and we're going to go to the Watoga Transit Hub. This is going to be the command center for the monorail elevator. The monorail, obviously, and as I said before, was a commission of the city of Watoga, so it makes sense that it would be here. I actually haven't been here in a long time. Let's check out what all this is. Okay, so this functions very similar to a train station, it looks like. I'm wondering if this is where you buy your tickets. Yes, so let's check this out. Monorail Station Terminal. Thinking about moving to Watoga but not sure how you'll get around? Look no farther than the futuristic Watoga monorail. You can live in the city and commute to work in a breeze by riding on the fastest mass transit system in Appalachia. Below is a guide for all current monorail stops with many more planned in the future. That is true. They did plan on expanding this monorail for the future. Obviously they didn't get to that because of the Great War, but you can see that it was already pretty expansive. It went through 3 different regions, that being the Savage Divide, the Cranberry Bog, and the Ash Heap, and it would have been interesting to see possibly another monorail loop around the map to go nicely with the already existing railroad tracks. So, Watoga Transit Hub, let's click this. Does this do anything? You are here. Depart from the station. Okay, let's see. Spruce Knob. Head down the west track to reach the highest elevation in Appalachia. See the views from the newly refurbished observation deck. Okay, so that's going to be Foundation. Bramwell. What is Oh, okay, the luxury mag. This is going to be the Garrahan, whatever. Exit. Interesting. Okay, and then the last stop we have here is the RobCo Research Center, which is where we just were. Holders of the yearly monorail pass can also get a discount on the fascinating tour of their world-famous robotics facility using promo code GOWATOGA. Interesting. Yes, like I said earlier about, coming with your family to tour the RobCo facility or the Garrahan mining estate, it might have been a good idea because you probably would have gotten a discount on it. Ooh, actually, I think canned coffee is pretty valuable. I think people are looking for that for challenges. I'm going to grab that. Oh, I know this woman. She's like the robot lady or whatever. She always had a cool backpack. All right, so this is the Watoga Transit Hub. This is going to be the main hub of the monorail system. What I want to see is if there's a way. How do you get on to the transit system? Okay, so the terminal. Is there an elevator or something like that in here? A way to get up there? Let's see if. Oh, there's some power armor in here. Interesting. Oh, word. Okay, the elevator's right here. Let's go check this out really, really quickly. Now, again, this might be a long video, but I don't know if there's ever really been a big analysis into this. It's a pretty obscure kind of fact, but I really wanted to make this video just to see how it would go. Looks like this one is a little bit different. Any Nuka-Colas over here? Oh, looks like we actually have some. A cherry and a regular one, not bad. All right, so over on this end, oh, we're not gonna bother those mutants over there. They're just enjoying their day. Looks like this one actually has some turnstiles, which is kind of interesting when I go through there. Oh my gosh, they actually work. That's so cool, huh? That's really cool. They have working turnstiles in 76. Who would have thought? This is very similar to the other one. Obviously, it looks like there's a more of a interesting kind of loading bay here, and it's obviously a lot bigger. This is going to be like the JFK to RobCo's LaGuardia, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Makes sense as the main transit hub. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to hop over to Foundation, and thankfully these guys don't really have a lot of enemies, so we don't have to worry about too much there. And then we'll go on to the Garrahan estate, and we'll try to wrap it up after that. So coming over here, let's see if we can find out where. Okay, so this is the monorail elevator right here, and what they actually did here is they turned these into wind turbines. So thankfully the size and probably weight capacities of these giant concrete structures was very beneficial to people here at Foundation, and they set up all of this as a new wind turbine thing, and honestly it worked out pretty well for them. These structures are already here. All they had to do was put some fans up in there, and there you go, power. So good thing to know that the Foundation is actually utilizing these for a different purpose after the war. Very, very interesting. Let's see. Maybe it wasn't the worst initiative for Watoga. Maybe, a city of robots was, but maybe this one wasn't. Excuse me. All right. Let's pop over here. Boarding house, daily, weekly. Okay, so a boarding house looks like people over here at Foundation transform the station into a hotel or a boarding house of sorts. So as you can see over there, that's the generator. Let's check out what these rooms are like. Room number 1. Oh wow, these are pretty accommodable. Looks like, or pretty hospitable, I should say. Looks like these are already being rented out, though. Looks like people have a lot of their possessions in here currently. Wow, Foundation really getting the most out of the monorail elevator here. They really did a great job with this. Oh my gosh, I had literally had no idea that this was here, even in preparation for this video. I had no idea that they had done this. What an awesome little touch. That's so cool. All right, guard post. What's the guard post? Let's see if there's maybe some kind of like cool guard station they've set up here. Let's find out. Guard station. All right, maybe this is just the guard station right here, something like that, but it looks like over here they also have those wind turbine engines, generators, whatever you want to call them. This is really, really cool. Holy shit. I was not expecting this. A total, total rework of the monorail terminal. This is so great. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is going to be the Spruce Knob Terminal. It is probably now named the Foundation Terminal and the Foundation Boarding House, but that's still really, really cool. All right, moving on to our last location here. Let's go over here to the Garrahan Mining Headquarters and see how the monorail is over here. For the most part, aside from Foundation, it looks like these monorails are in pretty piss-poor condition, and I can probably assume the same about this place over here. Let's stay the fuck away from all these robots. Let's see though. This looks like it's going to be the station. It's a very nice day, huh? So, it would have been cool to see if these had maybe connected to the mega mansions. That would have been interesting. But yeah, so it wraps around. This is going to be, I'm facing, what is this, east over here. So yeah, in that direction is going to be Watoga, so it would make sense for the monorails to come in from this way and stop right here at the terminal. Let's jump in here real quick, see if there's anything interesting going on here. Looks like the elevator's busted. We gotta take the stairs. Let's see. I haven't been down here in a while, actually. This is very similar to the RobCo facility in that it was an attraction that the monorail service provided. Obviously, a giant, mining headquarters underground was very favorable to the public, and people wanted to check that out, so this was definitely a hot spot on this trip. Doesn't look like any trains have pulled into this station. This is kind of interesting, so I guess this is the only station we have where there is not a train that was, unloading here, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so there we have it. This is going to be the Garrahan Mining Headquarters Terminal, just another continuation of the monorail elevator, or whatever you want to call it. I keep saying the elevator, but the elevator is one of the locations. All right. Oh, there's some stairs up here. I guess you could get on top of here or something like that. Huh. How would you... Oh, a couple more things over here. Let's see. So I'm trying to see if there's maybe like a purpose for these stairs or something like that, but maybe it's just like a defense mechanism, something like that. Let's find out. Any loot up here, any cool stuff like that? I guess not. I guess it's oh, this is probably wouldn't be the best way to wipe out the parking lot though. Get rid of all these enemies. Interesting. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna come back to my camp here, get a decent view of the monorail, and then I'm gonna talk just a little bit about them, just some points. I'm gonna throw up the wiki here. They had some interesting stuff on here and some fun facts. So let's see. Let me get a nice little view here, and then I can kind of talk about this a little bit. All right, so just a little side note. If you're this far into the video, that is really the big brunt of the factual information about the monorail. What I'm going to be talking about for the rest of this is going to be a little bit more casual. I'm just going to be talking about maybe some ideas, stuff like that, what it could have been, and just going through the wiki. So if you want to leave now, that's totally fine. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys got something out of this video. But yeah, let's continue on this. So, predominant modes of infrastructure along the line of monorail included a long cross-regional line consisting of an above-ground elevated railway network track of eyelet supports. Wow, that was a mouthful. It featured several stops branching from the Watoga Transit Hub, promoted with unique attractions ranging from the observation deck of Appalachia's highest peak, which is going to be Foundation, advancing technology of the monorail elevator, blah, 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 and then stopping at the Garrahan mining headquarters and the RobCo facility. The convenience in... All right, this is the next part I want to talk about. So, a little side note with the whole Fallout series. The creators love to do this thing where it's like... if something can go wrong, it will go wrong, and I love that. Another little thing of just like this overarching theme of like being nefarious. You know how like Vault-Tec likes experimenting on people, and like just bad things being prone to happen in the Fallout universe. I feel like that's a running gag, and what I'm about to say is going to fall in with that. So, the convenience and speed in the monorail was advertised to travel also served as a potential danger, with transit hub staff warning of potential collisions due to the number of monorail cars in operation. In an attempt to accommodate the increased number, the staff described the necessity of reducing stopping distances to a minimum. This adjustment increased the risk of a major multi-car collision, requiring only one car's brakes not to fail, but merely underperform to cause a significant accident. So it looks like, oh wow, it's gotten a lot of foggy here. Sorry, it's gotten very foggy here in game. Hope you guys don't mind. Let me turn it around so you can see me. At least I'll be a little more interesting than that. That's really interesting to see. I guess they had some problems with, maybe they didn't actually have any collisions, because that honestly probably would have disturbed the entire system, but there was the possibility of collisions and possibly high-risk collisions due to the speed, due to the kind of the setup of this, and it's interesting to think that the solution they came up with would have, how can I say this, would have decreased the number of more frequent crashes, but would have increased the number of infrequent, more deadly crashes, if that makes sense. That's just kind of funny. It's like their solution was to make it worse, but also better. I don't know. That was just a fun little thing to add on to there. So the companies that helped start this, I assume that it's not like Watoga, rail services. It was most likely the Atomic Mining Services and RobCo Industries that really helped fund this and probably manufactured a lot of those things. The reason they did this is probably because the monorail would bring them a lot of business, coming to the RobCo facility, coming to the Garrahan headquarters. If they were advertised as the monorail provider, that would be in more of an incentive, and considering the fact they were big sponsors and the beginning and end stop, that would give them more money, more profit along the way from just people coming in. I forget the word you could use for that, but I don't know. It's escaping me right now. All right, let's see. Just coming out through here, let's just read this part. Having since fallen into disrepair since the Great War of 2077, many sections of the monorail stations and the cars themselves have been turned into makeshift homes, laboratories such as Pylon V13, and bases along the way. Coming through here, it's just talking about where it goes, the way it's going, blah, 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 the settlers, Fort Defiance, where it goes, all that stuff. Okay. That's not really too important. Obviously, you guys can see from the map, this is where it goes. It comes all the way here at RobCo, and it ends all the way over here at the Garrahan mining headquarters. Alright, the last thing I want to do here before we end the video is I'm going to come over here to Pylon V13 to show you another example of how survivors out here in Appalachia have utilized these monorail elevators for a totally different purpose. Alright, what I'm going to do is run right past all these gulpers because hopefully they can't climb stairs, and then I will show off the little living arrangement that we've got here. Oh, the insult bot can take care of the gulpers for me. Wonderful. Alright, so yeah, you can see it's already kind of... Oh, shit. Let's get up here before those missiles start flying at me. Alright. Insult bot's really flaming at you right now. God damn, he's really going off. It'd make me cry. Alright, so you can see there's obviously all these stairs that have been makeshiftily made up this monorail shaft. And coming in here, let me turn my flashlight on. It looks like there is an actual home in here. Let me grab that typewriter. It's good for screws. Yeah, it really looks like somebody or some people made a great home here. It looks like there's some pretty decent loot here, too. Curse of the Burned. When you Joshua Graham. Alright, coming down here, looks like there's more sleeping bags, a laboratory. This guy's wearing a lab coat. Huh, I wonder what they were doing here. Sugar bombs, interesting. They used to use those for chems back in Fallout 3. Yeah, looks like there's this was actually is a laboratory. Holy shit. I wonder what this was used for. I wonder if we can find any notes or something like that. Let's take a moment just to look around here. Maybe there will be some kind of lore or something like that. I'm hoping that there is. That would actually be very nice. Let me grab that stealth boy and these bobby pins. Anything in here? Any caps? Nope. Really? No notes? No nothing like that? Nothing that's gonna help us out with what was going on here at all? Really? God damn. Alright, well let's finish going through here. And man. Ooh, yum yum oh, sorry, I thought it was a recipe for yum yum deviled eggs. That would have been funny. Alright, doesn't look like there is, but holy shit, they managed to lug this generator all the way up here. God damn. Beaker, wow. This is very, very interesting. Lots of meds up here. God damn, a shit ton of mentats. Oh, here we go. Wonderful. All right, before I do this, let's I'm going to bump up my audio very, very quickly just so you guys will be able to hear this the best that I can. And audio. Here we go. Okay, wonderful. Let's listen to this holotape and then we'll wrap up the video.
People told me my theories weren't possible. They mocked me and called me a foolish old man. Well, I'm here to tell you that the possibility of time travel is not only real, but that it can be accomplished interdimensionally. I've revolutionized this radical concept, a new way of thinking about skipping across timelines. Instead of employing the traditional and often clumsy use of gravity for time travel, I've discovered a way to punch a hole in the fabric of our reality. By slipping through this fissure in time and space at a high rate of speed, it's my belief that instantaneous time travel will occur. In a few weeks, I will be attempting to slipstream through dimensions using a monorail system as my chariot. If you wish to attend this historic event, I will be at Pylon V13 of the Appalachian Monorail system. Be there and witness history.
Interesting. Alright, looks like Professor Greebly here was doing some Doc Brown shit and trying to go back in time. God damn, Doc, you made a time machine? Out of a monorail? God damn. Looks like he was trying to get up to fucking 76 miles an hour here, something like that. Alright, enough with the Back to the Future jokes. Let's see if this button does anything. What the fuck? Alright, well, let's try to go back in time here. I guess not. I guess, Professor Greebly did... Oh, shit! Ah! Oh, well, I think, Professor Greebly probably met the same end as me. You can see his skeleton right there. There we have it, folks. Alright, honestly, I got 20 seconds here. I'm not even going to fast travel anywhere else or respawn, something like that. Folks, this was my monorail railway kind of just dissection video on it. Just kind of wanted to get this out there, and fuck it, why not? Let's just give up here. I'll respawn over here at my camp. Alright, so yeah, it was a very, very long video. I really, really appreciate you guys being here for me with this and going through there. There was a lot of information. I really liked that ending, too. Wow, that was a story that I've never heard before. Again, this game, there's always something new that you'll find, and I'm sure there was a lot of stuff about the monorail elevator that you guys probably did not know about. So I'm going to stop talking. Hope that maybe you got some ounce of information out of this, something important, something to take away. And if you guys think I should make more videos, diving into little facts about the game, stuff like that, little locations, be sure to let me know. All right, folks, that's all I have for you today. My name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.